You know what I'd love to see you do? On weekends, make your kid go out and volunteer. Do you know that the same dopamine effect that comes from our device, I want more, I want more, I want more. When your kid volunteers in a purpose that's bigger than them, the same effect, dopamine, happens. And all of a sudden it's like, I want more, I want more, I want more. We're going to have to push them to think bigger. Sometimes I hate hearing myself talk. Depression, anxiety, stress, overwhelm, ADHD. Bipolar and ADHD are often like confused. So if your kid's diagnosed with bipolar, don't believe it. Because again, I don't think we should be diagnosing the child. Let's treat the symptoms. And a lot of this too, by talking about it, doing some research, could be different foods, it could be more sun. I live in Florida. I came into Erie yesterday, I was depressed. Get red light therapy. Go suntanning. Oh, Jeff, that's like terrible. Risk versus reward. I feel better at sun. Substance use, self-medicating. Self-harming behaviors, bullying. You know, bullying did not come up at all today. Yay, you. Suicidal ideation, I'm alone, I'm a burden, self-harm. Kids lack respect, empathy, motivation, they don't care. You know what I heard though? This is another yay, you. So, back in December, 2 students we lost. And so a job as an administrator is you serve your teachers and your staff. And our teachers and staff, they serve our kids. A couple weeks ago, we lost one of our teachers. And our kids then came to serve our staff, your teachers. How beautiful is that? Your kids are beautiful. As you got to talk to some of your kids, something that came up today was, I don't have a purpose. I don't know what my purpose is. What 17, 16, 15, 18-year-old has a purpose? You know what I told them that purpose should be? You wake up, you get up, you dress up, and you show up. That's it. And imagine if they can show up and be present, engaged, growth mindset, not a fixed mindset. 1%, I just want to learn a little bit. That's what I want their purpose to be. And I said, if you show up every day, you're present, you're engaged, it's going to work out okay for you. Do our kids need to go to college? I don't think so. College is a business. I'm sorry, but this is what corporations aren't even so much asking, hey, where'd you go to school? You know what they're starting to say? What did you do? I'm pro-education, but not at $100,000 a year for a kid to have no purpose, to graduate, to all of a sudden decide this isn't what they want to do. And so now it's like they see this whole obstacle, this financial burden. They don't want to do this. So at 24, 26 years old, they move back home with you. Now they're sleeping in the basement on a beanbag chair, naked, watching TV, eating Doritos, contemplating why things aren't working out. And you're like, get out, get a job. What's the rush? What's the point? One of the kids said to me, life is stupid. Got to graduate high school. I don't know what I want to do, but then I got to get responsibilities and obligations, and I got to do chores to make money that I can't even afford to live. That's why I want to die. And that's the same kid that said he's tired. More teens depressed, troubled, withdrawal from hopeless. 5 things, I think. 5 things. 1, hope. Don't ever lose hope. Hope comes from your child, you, us, having a purpose in life. Number 2, personal responsibility. I said to you kids, be where you should be, doing what you should do at the time you should be doing it. Number 3, education. Education is not just being in the classroom, 4 walls. Education is everyday growth mindset, not fixed mindset. Number 4, self-advocacy. Ask for help. I'm afraid people are going to judge me. I shared this with the kids today. I am not who I think I am. I am not who you think I am. I am who I think you think I am. Say that again, because that even confused me and I know what I'm saying. I am not who I think I am. I am not who you think I am. But I am who I think you think I am. Now I understand why they're so tired. Because they're constantly trying to think about what you think about me. They can't just live and be. I asked the kids, who's the hardest person to get to know? I said, myself. I do yoga. It's not funny. Sleep, nutrition, get involved, exercise, goal setting, managing stress, self-care, hope, personal responsibility, education, advocacy, support. I thought it was beautiful when the parents came in. I'm like, you're Michael Jordan. You have a team. And it was so beautiful to see the child and the parents and the social worker and the counselor and the outside agencies and your administration and friends. It's what we need. We need a support network. A support network that's non-judgmental. Compassionate listening. I honestly think that if we could listen without thinking about how we're going to respond, we'd solve many of the world problems. Maybe somebody who's good at compassionate listening should go to Russia right now. I'm sorry. Are you familiar with all these social media apps? And let me tell you something. If you take your child's phone away, if you take Snapface away, they have another phone with another account. Just don't even take it away. Do you want me to go through some of this? You need to know there's a whole underground world that you don't know that they know. That's crazy. Meet Me. It's a dating social media app that connects people based on location. Users are encouraged to meet in person. But I don't know you, but I'm going to share my location and let's meet. WhatsApp, popular internationally. A messaging app that allows text, video calls, phone sharing, voicemails for users worldwide. Bumble, similar to Tinder. Swipe right, left, but is it right or left? I was waiting for someone to say something. Never mind. Bumble, similar to Tinder, but requires women to make the first contact. Law enforcement says kids and teens can create fake accounts and falsify their age. The internet legally is not caught up. Let me tell you something. I'm trying to get you out of here quickly, too. Remember when we were growing up, we used to share baseball cards. Kids share pictures like we share baseball, and they don't understand. Like, what 15-year-old boy is going to say to a 15-year-old girl, like, hey, girl, are you from Tennessee? No. You're the only 10 I see. Send me a picture. And so the girl's like sending a headshot. He's like, no, send me a picture. And so the girl sends like a picture. Because the boy said, I love you. I love donuts. You think a 15-year-old boy's going to be in the cafeteria? He's going to show his friend. She got boobs. And now, like, the teacher might be seeing what's going on. Now a teacher intercepts the phone. The teacher has to take this phone to administration. In a minute, it's out of their hands. I mean, I don't know about Pennsylvania, but I'm telling you other states. And so the administration now has to call law enforcement. And law enforcement comes in, and the parents get called, and you can't, my child made a mistake. I'm sorry, give me the phone, I'll take it. It's out of my hands, I'm sorry. Texas passed a law that if your child has child pornography on their phone, not only can your child be brought up as a level 3 sex offender, but now so can the parents. Imagine that. Now, and I'm going to tell you right now, a lot of these kids innocently do it. They do it in the moment. And then all of a sudden, it gets around. And all of a sudden, they think, I'm never going to recover from this. I've heard more suicides as a result of people sharing pictures. We need to do a better job of normalizing the conversation. Teaching our kids what's right and wrong. Again, it takes 2 minutes to make a bad choice. It's done 30 years to recover. And one of the things I say is, turn off all of your devices. Go underground for a week or 2 or a month. Just stay quiet and breathe. Because it's going to be okay, because in a week there's going to be something else and they're going to be talking about that. But suicide is a permanent action to a temporary situation. LiveMe, a live streaming app that uses geolocation to share videos. Users can earn coins to pay minors for photos. One of the things I dealt with a lot of kids, addiction. And I had to try and explain to them, there's a difference between your parent or someone we're talking about and addiction. The individual, probably a great person, beautiful person. Addiction is a disease. Addiction, the soul, way stronger than the willpower. And so there's a lot of people out there that are living this life. And if we don't normalize the conversation and let people know it's okay to not be okay, and it's okay to ask for help, we're going to continue to have problems. Ask FM. This app lets users ask anonymous questions, cyberbullying. Grindr, a dating app geared toward the LGBTQ community based on user location. Not even going to talk about that now. Yes, I am. I have a good friend in Florida. High profile in one of the state suicide prevention programs. Her son, 8th grade, has been meeting up with men, truck drivers at a rest stop. Reckless behavior. Scary, I can tell you. On Grindr. Kids growing up in a different world. Let me ask you a question. Never mind, it's inappropriate. Yes, I will. Anyone poop their pants today? It's a good day then. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? This is a lot of people that don't watch TikTok. I'll tell you, there's an older lady. She says on TikTok last night, hey, if you're having a bad day, just ask yourself, did I poop my pants? And if you say no, good day. Never mind. Snapface. One of the most popular social media apps in the world. Snapface lets users take and share photos and videos. You know, Snapface was originally invented for sexting. Now you know. Holla! Self-proclaimed addicting video chat lets users meet people in seconds. Users have seen racial slurs and explicit content on the set. You know why some of your kids opened up to me today? Here's exactly what they said. I feel comfortable talking to somebody I'm never going to meet again. And all the while I thought it was because I was a fat, bald, sexy guy. Inappropriate. Calculator. Oh, I love that. Kids have like these iWatches, Apple, these. They're like they can open it and hide the pod in there. And so, also on these watches, there's like this calculator app, and you know, when you figure out one, there's always others. But it's like 5 out of 4 people have trouble with math. So no one's going to go to the calculator app and like, oh, what's there? Some of you will figure out that joke later. Just like the rest of mine, they're not funny. But they press the calculator app, and under that is all of their files and pictures. Crazy world. Step, location-based dating app that's supposed to prohibit people under 17 from sharing private photos. However, kids can easily create an account with a different age. Badoo, a dating and social media app where users can chat and share photos and videos based on location. The whole internet world. You know, in 3 years, 80% of the internet's going to be all videos. Supposed to be for adults only, but teens can create their own accounts. Kik, bypass traditional text messaging features using this app. Kik gives users unlimited access to anyone, anywhere, anytime. Whisper, anonymous social network, lets users share secrets with strangers. It also shows users locations so people can meet up. Hot or not, it's another app to hook up. Well, this did come up, but there's something important here. Very rarely is suicide the cause of one thing. Please understand that. And 90% of the time after a suicide, the previous 2 weeks, there were signs. But how should we be looking for them when we're not thinking we need to look for them? That's why it's so important that our kids know we can't help you if we don't know you need help. Coping and problem-solving skills. Depression. So, if you see 4 or 5 of the following symptoms in a 2-week period, that liability-wise, they want me to put this in there. If you see 4 or 5 of that in a 2-week period, that's when you got to think to yourself, I need to do something. Let me share with you what I think. If you think that something's not right, red flags, do something. Take all signs seriously. Please, don't self-diagnose your child. Withdrawal, losing interest, lack of energy, tired, anxiety, irritability, anger. sadness, weight fluctuations, sleep pattern change, physical pains and aches, sickness, even though there's nothing physically wrong, indifference about the future, afraid of being a burden, pessimism, guilty feelings, self-esteem, suicidal thoughts. Do something. And don't ever be afraid to ask the question, do you want to die? Well, Jeff, I'm afraid if I ask that question, I'm giving them an idea. Let me tell you, if you're thinking about asking the question, they already thought about it. But by you asking the question, you're going to make them feel more at ease and comfortable, less anxiety wanting to talk. They want to talk. What to do? Talk to the school, doctor, therapy. Do something. Change what hasn't been working. I'd rather you do the wrong thing than not do anything. Any thoughts, questions? Did I offend anybody? Yes. Yeah, I'll give it to the school. And yeah, check with the administration tomorrow. Absolutely. Yeah, thank you. And feel free to use it. Feel free to use it. And ladies, let me apologize too, because I kind of went through it, and I don't want you to think, I don't want to be insensitive, but I also think that you can have this conversation, and it doesn't have to be a bad thing. It doesn't have to be like negative. It doesn't have to be painful. This is real stuff we're going through. And I think the more we can really normalize this conversation, the more we're going to help our community. Again, I want to say your kids were absolutely amazing. And I know your superintendent, some of the administrators,